to your music and I'm seeing how you're able to travel effortlessly all throughout Texas.
Yeah.
And I know some of this is attributed to you being your stay behind the wall and the relationships you form.
For sure.
Do you feel like that has helped your music career or gained you, you know what I'm saying, speed in your ability to, you know, gain fans and just move how you move?
It had, but I have to say this, like, in anything you doing, when you commit wholeheartedly to it, I say Allah, I say God, you could say universe, you could say law of attraction, you could say whatever, but shit in your life that you done went through, some kind of way, he gonna move the pieces on the board and make some shit that one person that you was cool with, now they doing this on whatever level you on, you know what I mean? So sometimes, like, when I'm talking to the homie, the one I was telling you, and it's crazy for me to hear people say that, what you saying, like, because I hear that a lot, like, basically, like, Al, you know, almost as if, like, not so much like people talking down, but I'm saying like it was some good shit. Like going to the pen and staying for 12 years and damn, your next door neighbor was DZ Miyake and goddamn me, Bobby Hustle and Alvo from Southport, like all of these people that I was locked up with, nigga, we down here. If I could show y'all a picture of what that shit looked like as far as like in the heat of the fucking summer, you know, but all of what was meant for bad ended up being good type shit, you know what I mean? And it's like that for everybody. It ain't just for me. It's for anybody that get committed in anything. They gonna have some miracles along the way, and they gonna have some shit. Anybody that's been successful in anything to tell you this shit, what I'm telling you, somebody gonna be the one that say, yeah, that's my partner or whatever. You gonna get a leg up, you know, but you just gotta stay down. I just feel like niggas give up easy. They don't have real passion for something. They accept things, like they accept shit that is less than what they really want. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll fuck around. You're headed in the direction and you're going through what you're going through, but then you'll turn left behind some bullshit. And when you take one thing about the rap line and the hip hop line, if you get out of line, you going backwards. You don't get back in the line where you left off at. So once you start mashing the gas, if you ever stop, you dead. And that's just it. 4 months of inactivity in this shit as a nigga that's an independent and you ain't rich or nothing, nigga, you gonna fall off, and that's just that. So I just kind of keep that internal clock, you know what I mean? And that shit be leading the shit, you know?
I got a question, man. What's Al D's favorite Al D song?
Oh, shit, man. Some shit that ain't nobody heard, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the best, your favorite song is out already.
I don't have a favorite song that's out. You got to think about it. It's 27 months. It's 12 albums. I don't know what's like. What I can't even tell you. Like,
what would you say is your most liked song?
First Day Out, Pick a Side, Dead Weight. You know what I'm saying? Prayers for Increase. Now see they sharing. You know what I'm saying? London Pound Cake. I don't know. I don't know. Olay. You know, like there's just all that shit. Red Polo Horses. You know what I'm saying? Just different songs like that. I don't know. I don't get caught up in it because it's like that shit in the past. Fuck ID. I try to move forward. I ain't trying to get caught up in what's my best song I made yesterday or some days. Some shit ain't came out though.
So man, with you know you've been incarcerated before and stuff. So how did you feel about Bill Cosby getting free?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, Bill Cosby is a real nigga to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing, first of all, I never heard that nigga admit to that whole ass shit. Like, he held it down on some he ain't do it shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, while everybody turned their back on him, which I thought was like, damn, because you know Bill Cosby done helped a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's just the reality. Ain't nobody perfect, but whatever your mistake that you made your mistake, and motherfuckers like rocking, like turning their back on you, don't want to be like I think I made a post not too long ago about R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these motherfuckers R. Kelly done made these hit songs and shit for writing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
R. Kelly, you know, he done looked out for a lot of people. So you got
There's
a nigga
no way
like
he should be broke.
fuck broke. Is you giving him? We know he ain't broke probably on his own.
Yeah.
But is you giving him the emotional support and shit that he need in his time of need? A nigga like that. So back to Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? I was a nigga that was really happy as hell that Bill Cosby got. That nigga is too old to be up in that bitch behind some shit that happened. If he didn't kill nobody and he didn't physically take no pussy from somebody, well, they trying to say that he done drugged you or whatever. I think that was what was going on at the time as far as like how they was getting down.
Yeah.
Same way as like motherfuckers getting down on perks and addies and all kind of shit now. Or tabs done had a run and all that shit.
Yeah.
You done did all this shit. Then 25 years later, some bitch say, hey man, he gave me a tab. He was giving me tabs and shit like that. And I don't know what I did. And I fucked everybody in the house. But I really wasn't doing it. It wasn't me. It was him. He the one gave me the tab. Man, take responsibility for what you did. But back to Bill Cosby, man, I'm glad he out. I'm glad he goddamn me. He didn't rat. He didn't come up with I ain't saying rat. He didn't come up with nothing foul on his character. He held it down until goddamn me something could shake for him. His lawyers and all that shit. And he blessed. He out here. He smiling. He doing this thing. And I just feel like it's a lesson for everybody, man. Hold it down till something shake for you. You gonna get your turn if you deserve it. If you didn't, that nigga never have said he did nothing wrong. That nigga like, man, he hoes, man. You know, just like everybody else. He held that shit down and got the fuck up out there, motherfucker. So I feel like Bill Cosby, real nigga for that.
What about Sha'Carri Richardson, man, with the
About that, I feel just like Whack 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About that Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah.
It's rules to everything, man.
Yeah.
The shit was blowing my mind that everybody was saying like, let her run.
Yeah, and I'm like,
What
damn,
in
if
the
I
fuck
flunk
is
my
wrong
drug
with
test
y'all?
at my job, if I'm working at the job and I flunk my drug, they gonna be like, stupid ass nigga, you knew the rules.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, man. That go for anybody, man.
but it's like, it's more like she wasn't complaining. It was more like the people was complaining about
The people is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's always
Yeah,
the people. But I'ma just say this here though. The lesson is way more important than the bullshit of what people wishing that they want to happen. Say, man, she got a lot of opportunities in front of her still. She's still very young.
Yeah.
She fucked up a serious bag
Yeah.
behind getting high. If that's your daughter, if that's your friend, if that's your girl, you got to feel the fuck up. Say, man, I felt the fuck up. I fucked up at 18 years old shooting niggas, robbing and shit. They locked me the fuck down 7 years. Boom, you get out 3 years, you balling, you doing everything and shit. I done got hit again and got 40 years, 20, 10, and 10 stacked. Say, man, you got to sit on some of that fuck up, man. Who I'm going to blame?
Yeah.
You can say, well, they sentenced you different than how they sentenced the... Hey, but I was still breaking the law. Like, you gotta deal with the consequences of your actions that go for any and everybody. And now she dealing with it. And for the ones that's holding her up and letting her know, okay, she made the mistake or whatnot, she made the mistake. It's all good. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, man, go for anybody. I don't celebrate no... I'm not that nigga telling, man, they need to let her run. Or, hey, they need to goddamn overrule the goddamn Olympic rules.
Yeah.
Man, like this is how far niggas is gone, living in reality, living in fake bull. Everybody need to get off the bullshit, stand still. I'm talking about everybody. Do what the fuck you gotta do for your life. Quit making excuses. Quit thinking that motherfuckers owe you second and third chances and all that old hoe ass. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do if you're trying to get where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. But I feel like Sha'Carri, you know, stay down. If God is willing, you'll get another chance to put it down. But to put all the work in, think about that. To put all the work in to get in a position to blow by and wave at people and all of that type of shit. And to fail a drug test for marijuana. And that motherfucker, well, marijuana, they need to make it legal. And they need to do a lot of shit. But they ain't done it right now. Right now, this is the rules right here, right now. You got to go with your move at the time. At the time when this is the rule, you got to obey by this here. When that ain't the rule no more, then you ain't got to go by this shit.
Yeah.
So which one you want to be? You want to be a track star, you want to be a politician, or you want to be a lawyer? You know, whatever you want to do to try, you want to try to fight the rule and make the rule. That's just like Naomi Osaka. Give you another. When people want to go against whatever the game is, she's saying that she don't want to do interviews and shit like that after Wimbledon, and they talking about, okay, mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health is a priority and all that. Man, get what the white folks say. We gonna act like we giving a damn, push your crazy ass to the, cause this Wimbledon shit finna go on, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We finna still have Wimbledon. It's still finna be Olympics. Niggas talking about, well, we finna boycott the Olympics. This is the thing. The whole world is watching. Who gives a fuck about some niggas in America mad about a girl that failed a drug? So we finna uproot the whole rule. China and Russia and oh, y'all ain't gonna watch it? Wow, okay. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Niggas got a too high inflated sense of self. It's been like that since goddamn me, you know, back before goddamn Ali and them. You know what I'm saying? It was people, niggas always think more of what they self than what it is. We got one power in the United States. We have the power of making something cool or not cool. We don't got no other powers outside of that. In America, only thing we can do is make something cool and turn something regular into art. Make it fly is basically it. So you got the best black athletes can turn basketball into fucking art, right? Or a nigga with some swag can turn barber shit into, I ain't talking about just his skills as a barber. He can make the whole world of his barber shop some ill shit. We got the job of cool making and goddamn influence. That other shit that y'all be trying to goddamn do, is, to me, it's like trying to put the round peg in the square hole, or however they trying to say. Hey man, when I see people trying to organize blacks to do something, and I know that most blacks is fucking strong, independent minded, they don't want to hear that you can only build with the ones that want to build on the same frequency that you on. That's not really a magic power for goddamn blacks. You know what I'm saying? It's a weakness that we got. And they always trying to organize behind some bullshit, which is why we're going to forever have that same damn problem. I ain't trying to get bent out of shape for Sha'Carri Richardson who failed a drug test, man. It's way more better fights. But I'm just one nigga saying, what about this fight or what about that fight? You know, I'm just one of them, man. Accountability, like my man say, accountability, it go for everybody. It'll take you farther. You know what I'm saying? Then people trying to pacify your ass, that shit gonna have you left behind. And people, I'm gonna tell you, I'll give you a perfect example. I ain't had one-on-one fights growing up. Nigga ain't had no one-on-one fights. We jumping everybody that whoever one of us get mad at. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, you could be wrong. Fuck it, click on their ass. We'll get his ass up out of here. You know what that lead to? That lead to goddamn broke nose and arm out of place and shit. I ain't had no broke nose. Swole nose, black eyes and shit. In the penitentiary learning how to fight. Learning how to fight. You think you know how to fight because you got an attitude.
Yeah.
That ain't an attitude ain't no motherfucking fight skill. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna help you survive in no motherfucking penitentiary. Right. Pacifying a nigga for not letting a nigga be a man and have his one-on-ones when he's supposed to, or have you in the penitentiary laying down beside a toilet bowl or some shit like that's what that shit lead to. Or it'll have you at home when the Olympics coming on, even though you done worked your whole life to get there. Yeah. Lack of accountability and motherfucker pacifying you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I feel about that.
So man, what do you think the most important thing is if you're a rapper? What do you think the most important thing out of everything you do? What is the most important thing?
The most important thing is the overall picture. The overall picture of what you're doing, knowing where this part helps this part. You might be the best rapper, the best skill, whatever, but you gotta also have that much hustle, that much grind, that much presence. You gotta be, and you gotta know that no matter how good you is at any one thing, from from the writing, from the performing to the, you only gonna be recognized by how it is as a whole. Nobody don't care who the best one thing is. And inside of your music and your hustle and all of that shit, it gotta be your merchandise, your just your whole branding has to be intact. When people see you, every day, you stocking groceries at Walmart, you rapping about selling bricks, you telling the world why they ain't feeling me. Nigga, you gotta get it right. Everything gotta look right when people interact with you, when they come across you. So if you ain't got that shit, it ain't gonna work. You gotta always have in mind the overall picture. If you not at a point where you can, or you don't have nothing that you can reference in your real life to, put your music out there, and if you're not coming from a real place, is basically what I'm saying. And you don't have that high self-confidence about yourself, because this game, it ain't for the weak of heart, and nobody can't have heart for you. You can have somebody that really encourage you and all that shit, but if it's not from within, if you don't wake up in the morning, I don't give a damn if your hair not calming out, you gotta be feeling like, I'm the coldest at this shit. If you don't have that in you, you're not gonna make it. It's just that simple. Or you may get a moment, you may get a time, but your time ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna be no shit that lasts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to fuck with the mentality of what it takes to win. Because if you do, everything will start manifesting to you. You will get everything you need overall, because you're gonna have to have every goddamn thing, and you're not gonna get everything from day one. The way you get it is by working toward it. You're gonna have to get in there, start fucking with it, get, like DZ always say, get lost in your grind, and it's gonna start to, like, you're gonna start picking up people along the way. It's just no shortcut to this shit. Like, it just ain't nothing you can do, really. You know what I'm saying? And then even if you was in the same position, if you was in the position of whoever you think, all you would have to do is know. Like, it's people around Puff Daddy, they don't know him. Like, that don't mean you gonna be Biggie Smalls. Yeah. Cause you be around Puff, that don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta walk your journey. You gotta go your fucking way in this shit. And if you keep fucking with it, it's gonna go down. You're gonna see it's gonna be a beautiful thing. But like I say, most people, they ain't got enough love for this shit to fuck with this shit the long way, and see what all they got for them. You know what I'm saying? So they looking to cheat, fuck it. Take off on a rapper, troll a rapper, or do, what I'm saying? They looking to find a way to get to the front of the line. Yeah. But if you do get to the front of the line like that, you ain't gonna stay that long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what's next for LD after Crown's 9?
Well, after 9, I'm already at the tables with. You really can't talk about a lot of this shit until it happens. That's what I done learned. You can't. Yeah. I ain't saying I ain't got shit going on until you see what's going on. Cause I could tell you I'm finna get $1 million deal tomorrow, but if I don't, fuck it. You ain't gonna. It ain't nothing to talk about until you get it. If you get the money, you got the money. It's all good. But until then, I appreciate everybody supporting me, copping that shit straight from me, jumping in my DMs and getting that shit. People got long history, transaction histories with me. I couldn't make it in this shit without it. I'm completely financed by myself and actually winning with it. Nigga, I don't sell crack on the side. I sell music and live good off of it. Nigga, take care of their family with this shit. I don't give a fuck about who don't like this or who don't want to, follow that kind of blueprint. But I'm saying, like, I'm not talking out my ass when I be up here talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to get niggas to get on the right page, because ain't no motherfucking J Prince down here. Ain't no fucking, you gonna have to do this shit yourself. So you gonna have to put that work in and shut the fuck up crying and quit making up excuses for niggas in other cities, because you don't know what the fuck going on down there. You don't live down there. You don't live in Dallas. You don't live in Houston. If you live in East Texas, you gonna have to make it in East Texas the same way ALD, Seco P, or whoever the fuck they gonna try to bring up. You gonna have to try to find a way to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's that simple, and it's no other way around it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can cry about it, or you can quit. But one thing about it, the game ain't gonna beg you to be in it. It damn sure ain't gonna lose no sleep if you don't want to fuck with it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Any shout outs, anything like that before you get out of here, man?
Man, shout out, free the guys, man. Free all of the ones, the real ones that just down there, you know, may not get an opportunity to even, you know, niggas. Shout out everybody that's following me that's locked up and sneaking phones and shit.
Yeah.
And commenting on videos, you know what I'm saying? Just all the real ones that's down there going through that shit like I had to go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But and that's really it. 300 block. Appreciate everybody that's fucking with me, you know, and just if we keep going, you know, it's already crazy, but it's gonna be even crazier in about 60 days. You know what I'm saying? It won't take it up 10 notches. You know what I'm saying?
About 60 days.
60 days, it'll take like 10 notches up. You know what I mean?
All right, and it's Trill Talk, No Pill Talk. We out.
Already, man.